Everybody, welcome to another episode of the According to West podcast. As always, we have
You
Delaw
have
here.
Delaw, I want to say 14 pounds lighter son-in-law.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. 14 pounds. Yo, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. You got me, Wes, and I'm going to say, I'm going to ask, are you 14 pounds lighter because of you slowed down on the drinking?
I will say, not when I went through all the pain in my back and all the other stuff and all the medicine I had to be taking to ease my pains, caused me to not drink, which also in turns helped me lose some weight. But as you can tell, I am drinking.
Yes.
I have
Cupping it up.
been dedicated to really just working out more and eating less and not drink it as much. So trying to keep my calorie and carbs intake to a minimum. I've started to realize, even though I might eat a small meal, I'm not hungry.
Right.
So like if I eat something small or put something on my stomach, I'm not hungry. And it's worked out in my favor that yesterday I had, carne asada with some rice steak and I lost a pound.
Chipotle. Chipotle.
This place called Salsa Verde. It's in Laurel, so it's where I took my.
Right off of Baltimore. Right off of Baltimore Avenue.
Yes, it's where I took my wife on
Best Buy.
Yeah, it's
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it used to be called Cabal. So that's where I took on our first date in Salsa Brava. Salsa Brava, that's what it's called.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Salsa Brava. Right on.
Is it right there though? Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you know where you know where the Fridays is in Laurel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
right there.
Fact, to give you an idea where it is you know where Hooters is?
Mm-hmm.
It's not in that same thing, but it's like if you get to Hooters, you went too far.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
If you get to Hooters, you went too far. Because we went there. Let me see. Because the Hooters and Arby's are right next to each other. Well, no, the Arby's is further than the Hooters. That's a good question.
Let me see.
No, my bad. If you go to the Hooters and you go past the Hooters, it's going to be on your right. So once you go past the Hooters, you'll see Salsa Verde. So you gotta go past it. You'll see the IHOP, the Hooters, all that. The IHOP, Arby's, whatever to your left, and the Salsa Verde is gonna be right on your right when you're getting towards those two places.
Yes.
I know you're a little further than that.
No, I'm Google mapping it. I'm just trying to remember if it's where I thought it was.
Yeah, so it's past the Hooters, but it's like the very next. You'll see, like once you pass the Hooters, you start looking to your right. You'll be like, oh, Salsa Verde.
Yeah. See, I was trying to when you said Hooters, I was like, yo, is it going back towards where Oh, I'm lost. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Before the movie theater and all that stuff. So it's right where was Silver Diner around that area where it used to be at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I knew I did. But yeah. I used to I used to live in Laurel, so yeah, I used to frequent that area. But congrats, man. Like I love to hear it, man. I've been doing the same thing, limiting intake and exercising more.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Now that didn't help my A1C because your A1C is your 3-month blood sugar or whatever. So for the 3 months prior to that, I had been like 250.
Oh, geez.
So when they did my A1C, they were like, "Yeah, you're at 4.6." I was like, "Oh, so I'm right on the cuff again." I mean, 6.4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like you right on the cuff again. I said, "Yeah." I said, and I already know that was what I've been doing for the last 3 months. So now I just gotta do better going forward to drop it down.
What you will. What you will. Show your wife is on your ass about that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, nonetheless, because she was like, "Oh Lord, how did you get it down?" I said, "Well, in the next 3 months, I just gotta reduce the stuff now. It doesn't work in the way that most people think it do, but
What you mean?
like someone's like, "Oh, well, you lost weight, it should be going down." I said, "Well, once the old blood cycles out, I still have to, even though I've lost the weight, I still have to reduce the intake of what I was taking in.
Yeah.
So even though I might be losing weight, if I'm still drinking a bunch of sugary stuff, my A1C is not going to drop. So there is change I have to make.
Right.
And losing weight is just one of those ones where it gets more of the glucose out your system.
Right. Right.
So it's just that by the time. It'd be one thing if I was 250 and it said it was 4.6 and start losing the weight. It's a different thing. It said it's 4.6 and I've already lost the weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but hey, you live, you learn. It is what it is.
You live and you learn. You learn to live. I mean, shit. Listen, it's getting to the point where I need new pants because the motherfuckers looking weird on me. as far as like me filling them in and shit. So
Yeah,
it's a good problem to have. But I'm like, yo, I don't feel like. Also, me, I don't feel like buying new clothes.
yeah.
If you loaned your girlfriend $10K, are you expecting that back?
My girlfriend?
Yeah, your girlfriend.
Yeah, of course.
If you loaned your wife $10K, are you expecting that back?
No.
Let's say this story.
I mean, you already know why I'm going to say I wouldn't expect it back from my wife.
No, I'm expecting that. It depends on what it is, and we'll see if in the scenario we'll see if your answer's still the same. But this is a guy's girlfriend. He definitely should be getting this back. But let's hear the story. Yeah, he said he needs some insight on my girlfriend of 6 years and a loan that hasn't been paid back. We have a good relationship, but we recently have been facing one or two issues. We've also kind of realized our financial values are slightly different, of course. Where she is more generous with her money, with gifts, money is shared around her family a lot more than mine. That's my situation actually. However, overall, she finds it hard to save. I am the opposite. I am more on the frugal side, similar to my family, and have been able to save a decent enough amount of money to try and buy my first house. Income wise, we also are on somewhat different figures. I earn roughly 2 to 2.5 times more than she does. As for the issue with the loan, I have loaned her approximately 10K a little over a year ago to help her buy a car, which she really wanted. She had also somewhat fallen on hard times and couldn't have afforded the car without my loan. Fast forward to the present, she's been in a good job for the last 8 months. However, to me, it seems like she doesn't have much intention on paying the loan back. When I initially loaned her the money, I was very, very clear it was a loan and I would want that amount paid back at a later date, in which she enthusiastically agreed. 3 years of dating and planning a future together, I had the utmost trust in her. After bringing the subject up recently, she has been saying she's been blindsided. She thinks since we are planning a future together and our money will be pooled eventually, she shouldn't have to pay it back. This has really led to the question. This has really led me to question the different financial values we have. I'm trying to figure it out. if I'm an asshole by asking her to pay back the original amount in which I loaned her a year ago, car is in what? Car is in my name, which is my security. I told her once she has paid me back, the car will be transferred into her name.
If it's my girlfriend, I'm gonna need them coins back. I'm already said if it was my wife, I loan you 10,000. I don't expect it back.
No, yo, come on, man.
I mean, I was explaining it to the wife.
Oh,
now how
you
she went about it, like, that's his girlfriend, and he loaned her the money because she wanted to do all this other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna need that 10,000 back, and then don't try to guilt me into. Well, we're planning on having a
no,
life
she
together.
planning on sticking around enough so she ain't have to pay that shit.
You know what planning means? It is not what we're doing right now. We could be planning to do a whole bunch of shit, but are we there right now? So I'm gonna need them coins.
Here's where I kind of differ. Even if that was my wife, right? I'm already in a situation where me and her got different financial values and shit like that. I feel like, yo, when it comes to certain things, yeah, my money is your money and stuff like that. But I also know me, and I work hard. I also save. I do the things that I'm supposed to do that most adults don't do. So let's just say I'm getting money on returns from stocks, parlays, and investments and shit like that.
Right.
I earned that, but you can't even do the basic stuff. So if it's going to be 10K, if it's like $500, I'm not really expecting to get that back. 10K for a car that you want, you don't even have to get this car. It's a car that you want and you agree. Come on now. 10K. I'm gonna need that back. Like I still earn the money and I'm already taking care of you. I'm looking at it from only solely my perspective. I'm already taking care of you. At this point, I feel like you treating me like a sucker. Like I get whatever I want type shit. There's no like, let me actually try to pay him back. It's been 3 years.
Oh, it's been 3 years?
Yeah. Lord. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't 3 years. He said fast forward. How long he say?
I think he said 3 years.
No, they've been together for 3 years. 3 years of dating and planning their future together. Fast forward, it's been she's been in a good job for the last 8 months. Even if it's 8 months, let's just say it's been a year. Like it's been a year. Like even if it's not the full 10K, you ain't gonna be 500 towards it. 100. Here's to this, and this.
I mean,
10K is a lot of no matter how you slice it, that's a lot of money. Now it's different if it's like 10K, sweetheart. You want to go to culinary school?
But he's been giving.
I'm not expecting that back. 10K is going towards this, and this. It's certain things. Me personally, I'm not expecting it back because you're my wife. A car that you want, the type of car that you want, not that you need, you want. And it's because you're not doing the right thing with your money. If they're doing this 50-50 thing,
right?
Hypothetically, because they ain't say they're doing 50-50, but it seems like she still goes to work. She ain't at home. You know what I mean? That boyfriend and girlfriend, but you get what I mean. I just can't slide with 10K and you a working adult as well. That doesn't make any sense to me. For a car like let's just say it's for a Mercedes, and I got to fucking driving a fucking, you know what I mean? I'm in a Camry and you wanted the Mercedes. I gave you 10K for that. I'm being responsible with my money, and it's just like, I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, because even in the thing, he's been giving her money over time, and it ended up equaling out to 10K, right?
No, this is 10K for a personal loan to get a car. He just had 10K. Like, here you go.
He had 10K. I don't know. My girlfriend.
You're getting that money back. Now, I know we agree on that. Well, I'm spicing things up. Your wife.
My wife, if I had 10K sitting around and she said she wanted another car for whatever reason. This type of car she wanted, it was 10 grand. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm probably not tripping about it because I'm probably gonna get that back.
From who?
From however I got the original 10K, I probably get that back.
No.
But
Wait, he didn't say all that.
I mean,
a hypothetical. You could save for that. Like I said, you save for that. You did what you had to do. Let's just say you was working 2 fucking jobs.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm looking at it from the perspective. I know my wife, if I gave my wife 10 grand to get a car, she's going to be like, well, I'm going to pay you back some money regardless because, that 10K could be used for something else. But just knowing her, I know that she might not pay me 10 grand back, but she'll start paying me something because she'll be like, yeah, nah, because
she respects you and she knows that you ain't have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Me, of course, I'm going to expect all my money back, and that's only because it's one of those things. You did not need the car. This is a car that you wanted, and it was 10K. The difference between you getting it was 10K.
Right.
Granted, if I got the 10K, yeah, it's sitting there, but you don't know why it's sitting there.
Yeah.
So, and maybe the reason why I loaned it to you is because I was expecting you to get it back. And the reason why I said it is a loan is because I actually need it back.
Yeah. I mean, there's other ways they could have went about it.
Not giving it to her.
Like, my wife was
like his girlfriend. You're like, come on now. 10K?
10K to go to a car. Me and the wife would have had to have a nice discussion. Like, so 10K, well, how much is the bank giving you for this loan? Oh, well, they only can give me this much. So in my head, I'm like, so I'm making up the difference, or am I paying the whole thing? Like it, because that makes a difference too. It's like, all right, well, the bank can only give me 7,000, and it's going to cost such and such amount. Do you mind, loaning me a little bit of money so that I can still get the car? It's like, all right, sure.
You saying the key word loan though. So now, if your wife say, "You mind giving it to me? I'm not going to pay you back. Can I get this 10K?"
Well, I guess that's another conversation.
Exactly.
Now I'm looking at
it. I had to hear it that way, but that's how I hear it. It's like, yo, if she ain't gonna pay me back, I need to hear this first that I'm not getting paid back, or else you disrespect me.
Well, let's ask a source here.
Oh my God. I'm just listening.
Mrs. Smith, you want a car. Now, mind you, it's a car that you want, not that you need, like he said. So you could have got something cheaper.
Think I'm the one to ask because I stay within my means.
I'm just saying, let's say you just need the 10K. And you're like, babe, are you asking me for a loan, or are you asking, can I just give it to you? And once that happens, are your intentions to pay me back, or is it just to take the 10K?
Knowing how you are, let's start with that. I know I would have to ask for a loan, and I know I would have to pay it back.
Yeah.
There you have it.
I did. Yeah.
Or we can barter, but I mean,
Nah, ain't no barter in the world, man.
But like I told her, even like when she takes something out the bar, the only way I'm asking you to put it back is if you say you're putting it back.
And that's what I'm saying. Being upfront. I can make I can make decisions if you're upfront. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with the decision I made if I know everything up front. But don't 10K is a lot of money. I'm just saying, like, even if you making let's just say you making $200,000 a year and you just have 10K, obviously you how could I put it? Obviously you're in a space where that 10K gets you certain things. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So the 10K for you, like, that might be some play money, and you get to, play around with this, and this. But now I don't get to play because you wanted something.
Yeah.
It's to me personally, it's showing of course it's showing the selfish side of her, but it's
I mean, the wife knows I'm gonna ask her every avenue of how can she get this 10K.
Oh, how she gonna pay me back before I even look, listen, you know how many times I've been in situations.
Even before I gave her the 10K, it'll be like, so did you go to the banks? Did you do this? Or did you do this? Have you been? She knows I'm gonna go through a whole checklist of things before I'm like, all right, well, I got 10K sitting if you need it.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't lead with that. It's been times, let me tell you why. And person in my experience, I would sometimes I would hate to loan her money because it would be like, I'll loan her the money, she'll say she'll pay it back. Like this is her saying it because she knows that it's not fair for her to keep asking for shit because she ain't doing the right shit with her money. And now I would ask, like, hey, I know you don't do the right shit with your money. How are you gonna pay me back? Is it gonna be one of those situations where you pay me back and you be like, I don't have enough money for gas, and then there's a trickle down effect, and I'm actually just paying you for the privilege of paying me back, and it's just like now I'm paying for all this other shit that I was never paying for, like hair and nails and gas and food, and my mom needs this, and I ain't got no extra money. And now I'm like, hold the fuck up. Like, I'd rather I not get paid back then if this will be what it's going to be. So sometimes you run into situations like that where it's just like, well, shit, I loaned her 500, but now I actually spent 600 this month on doing her extra shit that she can't pay back.
Yeah, I think I've only actually ever asked my wife for money back if when she asked me, I needed it for something very specific, like I had to pay something. And I'm like, I can loan it to you, but I'm gonna need it back because of this, and this. So yeah, I'll get it back to you. But if I don't need it for anything and it's just money laying around,
yes,
I'll just be like,
but it's also a limit to that money laying around shit because as a man in my household, I know what I'm responsible for. So it's like you can't take away from that. You know what I mean? Like I can't even allow myself to give you this because I know it's gonna put me this way. Like if I'm paying the mortgage and I'm paying other things, you're not gonna tap too much into my free fuck around money, and you damn sure not tapping into the mortgage money. So if that just got paid or I just did something, this is how much I can give you. And if it ain't gonna work, then oh well. But to me, I don't know what that amount is where I don't ask for it back. No, I do know what amount. If it's 10K, I'm asking for it back.
if I ask you for 10K, Mr. Smith,
I gotta get that back, man.
You want that 10K back?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on, it's 10K
too.
Yeah.
I think everyone is like, it's 10K.
She said, yeah, nigga, what the fuck you mean?
It's 10K.
I need you to run them coins, nigga.
And it's not even off of disrespectfulness about it. Like, yo, we married. I'm going to get this shit back. It might take me 2-3 years.
Right.
I'm getting that back. But just know you're not just going to walk off with that I worked for. I got to deal with them fuck ass motherfuckers at work and shit like that. I got to deal with traffic. I got to deal with this and this and that. I got to restrain myself from punching somebody in the face. I need that 10K back.
Now that I know my wife wants her money back.
You knew the answer already. You just waiting for her to answer. You knew the answer.
Daddy.
Don't do me like that. You knew the answer.
It's 10K. I try to be nice.
Yeah.
It's 10K. I'm not saying $30 or $40. It's just like, yo, it is. It is what it is. I'm not saying that or 50 or 100 or 200. That's 10K.
Yeah. All right, fine. I changed my answer.
Flip that. You can flip that so many ways. Make double? No, I need that back.
But it's good to know that if she was rich and famous and I asked her for 10K, she gonna want that shit back. So I know.
No. That's a different level. That is a different level. That is a different level.
That's different. But
I would have to ask for like more like 500,000.
Yeah, you see, that's some stupid shit right there. You asked for 500,000. Let's just say yo, what do you need with that? So that's my number one answer. He already knew it was going for the car. What you need $500,000 for?
Right. Like, yeah, I guess if I was someone who was well off, rich, whatever, how much, and Mrs. Smith said, yeah, do you mind if I get 500,000? I'm gonna look at her like, so what you need 500,000 for?
Listen, even if he was a millionaire, you're asking that question. You're asking that question. If he was a millionaire, you're asking that question. If he was Steph Curry with the hundreds of millions that he have, you're asking that question. That's not something light.
Yeah, I mean 500,000. I have to ask: Are you planning to leave?
Yeah, that do sound like startup money.
Sound like startup money.
Lord.
That sounds like startup.
but it's some women, they could be start over money too. Like you just never know. Not just giving that willy.
10K is condo start over money if you need your down payment. Yeah.
Nah. 10K is I move my shit out. I'm already working. I just needed it down to. It could be an apartment. I needed the first and the last. I needed $4,000. I got $4,000. I moved my shit out, furnished the shit. Boom. I'm already working.
I mean, if you're gonna ask me for 10K and you're trying to start over, at least be owning the condo you about to go to for the down payment to start over.
She started over.
I mean,
I ain't giving no financial advice.
I'm just
squander the money. You squander
if the whole game is like, oh, I got to get out of here and I'm gonna ask him for this money, he's just gonna give it to me. I want to. Then at least put it towards something that you're gonna benefit from later on.
Yeah.
Like not that the car she couldn't benefit from.
Car is A to B, sometimes the like Amazon. That is it. That's what you benefit from the car. Like for men, there's other benefits. Hey,
yeah,
I'm starting with this. I'm going to get this is the bait. But for women, it's just like that's it. A to Z, as it should be. Like you just want to look good in the car. I get that. This is the type of car you want. I get that. No one is impervious to feeling that way. But asking for 10K and then be like, oh, I feel blindsided. And when he told you it is a loan.
Yeah, he did say it was a loan. And he did lead off with that. And it is just his girlfriend. I mean, I'm always harping off it was his girlfriend. If my girlfriend,
but I knew want to agree with that. That's like, I had to throw your spouse. I had to. If it was our spouse, I had to put that in there.
I see it as if my girlfriend's asking me for 10K.
You know what? I might actually leave her because why would you ask me? We just boyfriend or girlfriend for 10K. See, it's like my spidey senses is like, is she about to set me up for the? It's just not feeling the same, and I never get my money back. Have you already been feeling this way, and then you're like, yo, I might as well just get like at least a car that I want out of this motherfucker. That's what you got to think about nowadays.
Can you say it louder, please, so we can hear you? She said, if a woman wants to leave,
if she wants to leave, she's gonna leave. Like,
sometimes they like to leave with gifts.
But no, not necessarily.
I said sometimes.
Breakup and how bad it is. If she wants to leave, fuck that 10K. She will leave you. She just gonna flat out leave you. Have a plan and roll out.
I agree. I don't want my money to be a part of that plan, though. That's all I'm saying. I want her to leave. I want her to write a note and leave it on a nice name. I was like, it's not you, it's me. I just don't want my money to be a part of that. That's what I'm saying.
You don't.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just thinking if a woman is fed up and she's ready to leave you, ain't no way she's gonna ask you for 10,000 so that you can come looking for her.
You'd be surprised.
Bothering her, harassing her, and even suing her and taking her to court over that 10,000. If she don't want nothing else to do with you, she gonna roll out and figure it out.
You'd be surprised. I've heard some stories.
And it ain't nothing to block a motherfucker and move to another state.
Right. I've heard some stories of.
I've heard some stories.
I asked him for this, and I already knew it wasn't working, but he gave it to me, so I dipped out after that, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, but okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the relationship is good and she asks for 10K, it's different. But if I know that it's been rocky and all of a sudden I really want this thing and I'm gonna get 10K, and then all of a sudden you just ghost and I never hear from you again, it's like, well, damn, like I already knew we were rocky, but I'm out of 10K.
Off the rip, homie played it smart because the car is in his name.
Oh, so he still brought the car.
Isn't it? He said I would transfer it over once I get my fucking money back. That's what he said. That's what he said to me.
Hey, look, it can't even be mad at that.
He said the car is in my name, which is my security. I told her once she has paid me back, the car will be transferred into her name. That's what he left off with.
That's like
my asshole.
That's like 500K or 500K. I just want to get another house somewhere.
Well, okay. I get that house.
The 500,000. I'll try.
If you got all that money, I need some pocket money, motherfucker. You don't put
But
shit.
you know what you
name.
get? You get 10K.
No, I need pocket money.
10K. That's
no.
10K is more than enough.
No, it's not. If you got bills and you give me 10K for my pocket, no.
Why is not 10? Hold up. Why is 10K not? What is my money?
Got millions. You give me 10K. What if I want to go shopping? What if I want to?
So you spend
more than 10K?
Yeah, but that kind of money, I'm gonna go get some shit that I ain't never had before. And yes, you gonna fund it. As my husband, who now is a millionaire, I want more than 10K.
It goes back to what I said. Yo, if I come into some money, I'm just not saying anything right away because I'm just not saying nothing right away. Let me take care of all this responsible shit first.
Alleviate that. If you know you hit the lottery or become a millionaire, just go ahead and bless your wife. So that way you don't have no issues at all.
I will after I protect and provide.
Bless her and just that's it. And then when she asks questions, be like, don't even ask no more questions.
I think the best way to bless my wife, if I came into a whole bunch of money of millions or billions, is I pay up all the bills, and when I give her the numbers for how much she owes, and she sees as little than less, there's your blessing.
No, nigga. What's for my pocket? That's gonna be the next question.
Listen,
thank you for paying off everything. I don't even need to know where the money came from. What you gonna cash at me?
But
put it on my cash.
We'll start a save plan.
No, ain't no goddamn save plan.
Listen, you just gonna have to do all that on your own, and then be like, "Here's I came with some money. Just give her what you feel like you need to give her."
I don't already.
You're doing the wrong thing by telling her everything. You already gonna look out for her. You already gonna pay bills and this, and that. Y'all gonna get a nice house, and you're gonna set her up with a car.
Well,
and it's like,
we paid off all the debt that we owe. I put it that way. Then it'll be like, all right, well,
what's for my pocket?
I said,
yeah, that's fine. The pocket is fine. I ain't got nothing against
that. That's all and I won't.
I'm not saying you, but at the same time, my wife talk about some 10,000 is too little. I'm like, yo, come on, man. You didn't even have this yesterday.
Let's say if I wanted to fly over to Italy and go shopping over in Italy or something and do some shit I ain't never done.
I'm coming with you, and we gonna figure it out.
Then I will go with you,
and we gonna figure it out.
And then it will still come out of.
I want my own money. Listen,
it come out of my.
There we go. Yeah, we about to argue over this. I want my own money.
Yeah, I don't mind her getting her own money though.
I don't mind giving her own money
because I understand the feeling of like, yo, I'm doing this on my own, not on my own, but I don't have to. I understand the feeling of her not wanting to feel like she's being watched like a child or something like that. So yeah, I am not opposed.
What you mean? Because I'm clumsy.
Exactly what he's doing.
What I'm doing.
That kind of money will make a man controlling. You also got to factor in that part too.
Right. I don't want her to feel
like shit.
I don't want her to feel that way. So yes.
But what if I only got 4 million and 10K is what I'm like, all right, here's 10K.
Yo, see, that's the thing. I'm not giving you $1 million from 4 million. I'm just not doing that.
Because by the time I done paid everything off and paid the taxes on it too, it might only be 1.5 million. And it's like, well, if I give you 500, that's half the money. Like
I'm blessing my wife. She's not getting half. I'm blessing her though.
What about 30K?
I'm walking. Is that type of money y'all get controlling off of that?
I already got the money.
I wouldn't need to be controlling. It would be, all right, babe, I did this. Now, I say 4 million because 4 million is not enough for anyone to quit their job. It's not enough for us to be like, all right, we rich and we made it. We still got to go to work. We're just now cushioned. So after everything's paid to allow us to be cushioned and save money, then it's like, all right, well, look, we got this 1.5 that's still here after I paid off everything that we need to make stretch. So me giving you some of it like 30K, 40K, it's like, all right, here's 40K for your pocket. The rest of this is kind of.
You got 1.5 left after paying everything off, right?
Right.
And we still got to go to work. Why can't I get like 100,000?
I can give you that.
Yeah.
So right, you talking about 10,000? What is that?
Well, because I'm looking at it from a very frugal standpoint.
We're also still the protector and provider.
But I'm looking at both of y'all's faces, so I put it down to 100. But I'll take up to 250,000. Like you got 1.5 just
what you need? What you gonna do with 250,000? You gonna get?
That's called pocket money.
Yo,
you know, I turn around and be like, you know what, this ain't working, and now she got it down.
No, that's not true. But now I might go get a beat.
You're trying to shame us for trying to be careful with the money that we won to say, no, you need to be giving me more.
But no.
But you got to understand from our standpoint, we're not saying we don't want to. It's the caution that we have because once, let's say we give you the money, and all of a sudden, now you know I had this money, you get your startup to go live somewhere else.
Oh, I ain't even worried about that. I'm worried about her. I'm worried about her spending the money and saying, I need some more money. That's what I'm worried about.
I'm looking at it from every standpoint of all the stories I done heard. I done heard a woman accuse her husband of cheating, never found out her husband wasn't cheating, but still left him and took half his stuff because he had a lot of money. And it's just like, well, just looking at these stories, I'm just like, if I give you this, you're asking for, well, what do you want this amount for? Like, what is there in the world for 250,000 that you need?
Pocket money.
Okay, I'll put it this way: I ain't win the money, but I'm worth this money. You met me and I had this money. I'm just doing well off. You think that I should be giving you 250 a year?
No, not a year. If you have it, so let's.
You already gonna be living in that lifestyle with me.
But how do you know I don't have some business ventures that I want to start?
Talk to me about it. Don't just say I need the money. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, you saying blindly. I'm like, well, what do you need? Oh, I want to start this thing. Okay, cool. Here's the money. Like I'm not saying I would never not. Just like when I said originally, I was like, well, for 10K, I'm not really tripping off it if I have it. But hey, you know, I kind of want to really ramp up my business that I got, and I think I need about 10, maybe 100K to really be able to market it. Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Here's the money to back it.
There you go.
Is this how?
So what's the difference between business money and pocket money?
No, it's the communication part. I don't know what the F it's for.
Yeah.
So I have to say it's for business venture.
No. You could tell me it's for whatever. You want to go shopping. Hey, I want that new Bentley truck. It's cost this? Can I have this to get? Yeah, here you go. This is all you get. We don't have any more money outside of the Bentley truck. You want that? Hey.
I'm just not understanding. Okay, if I say, all right, I want this for my pocket so I can do X, Y, and Z. Okay, here's 10,000.
But you gave me the X, Y, and Z.
If I get a business idea and I need this, then you'll give it to me if I label it as a business idea.
It better be not label it. It has to be.
What you're saying is that no matter what you tell me, you could be going to use whatever you want to do.
It doesn't even matter. But if I'm asking you for it and I know you have it and that it's within reason, why do I need to say, oh, it's for this versus this? If I ask for it for business venture, you'll give me the most that I'm asking for. But if I say if this just for my pocket, then you want to give me 10 grand.
You could have said
no. We're not saying we just give you 10 grand. The 10 grand came about because of the car. That's how much he gave her.
That's how much.
But if we're millions upon millions of dollars, it's going to be more than 10 grand.
Yes,
no, we're going to give you more than 10K.
Give it down for my pocket.
What I'm saying is, for him, in this article, the way I would have looked at it was, I gave you, if you're asking me for this money, just outright just saying, hey, I want this amount of money in my head. Like you said, if a woman wants to leave, she's going to leave. And we said, yeah, because that's going to be their startup money. If I've earned this money or won this money and you're asking me for this money, and then all of a sudden you're gone, That's money lost.
I'm leaving. That's what I'm saying.
No one's saying
not you.
We're not saying you're leaving.
I'm saying like this period. Like you keep saying, oh, you taking the startup money and roll out.
That was a thought that was the thought before we actually got into this conversation was, what if you gave the money and it was for them to restart their lives and leave? That was that part of the conversation.
Yeah.
That's how we got into that. Like in our heads, just thinking when someone asks for a large chunk of money. Now, if you're like, hey, well, babe, you paid off all the bills and everything else, and it's like, well, I want to go shopping. I need you to line my pockets. It's like, all right, well, how much you need? Because at that point, it's not like, oh, here's 200,000. It's okay. Well, how much you need? I need about 50K. Oh, okay.
See, it's the number keeps getting lower though.
Well, no, that's just an example of instead of me, you want me to give you money. But what I'm saying is that if I told you today I done won $300 million or whatever, and I paid off everything, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. You're going to give me an amount that you want. You're going to say, oh, well, let me get about 50K. Okay.
Again, that number.
Here you go.
So my whole thing is like, if I won the money, it's still my job to protect and provide. And if I've done a good job with that, I'm gonna do a good job with millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So if I already, and I'm only going based off of my personal experience because my wife ain't good with money sometimes, and this guy's girlfriend ain't good with money. I'm not giving you a lot of money just for you to be like, I need some more money. Because I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Oh, I loaned some money to my sister. That's not what it was for. That's my whole thing. So it has nothing to do with how much I feel like she deserves or not deserve or anything like that. I still need to make sure that we are good to go because I've been tasked with protecting and providing.
Protecting and foundation.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying my wife will not get any money. She's just not getting all that money up
front. It's not like that 50, you might have asked me for 50K next week. Doesn't mean that if you circle back around in a couple months and say, oh, I seen this and I want to go get this, can I get 50K? That you won't get another
50K. Exactly. Yeah.
This isn't like a one, all right, look, this is it. I know I got 200.
At some point, it's going to have to be a this it because we're going to need to retire.
Now, if you come around and say I need $100,000 because I want to go on this trip, I'm gonna be like, well, good, we're going on this trip.
Exactly, and we're gonna see how we can get this shit under 60. That's the 60K. Yeah. There's no reason.
It got to be 100K. Like, let me look on the T-Mobile app and see if we get some reduced flights.
Exactly. Yeah, protecting and providing. We're making this stretch. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And I'm only speaking from the standpoint of just my experience. Like my wife, for no reason, she just has the ability to pick the most expensive thing, whatever. She doesn't know it's expensive. I don't know it's expensive, but her first choice is expensive. So if I allow that to happen, that millions that's gone soon.
I will say this, that if I did come into money like that, now, if we were to go out somewhere, I wouldn't be as frugal. I'll just get whatever you want. I'll be like that, but I wouldn't just willy-nilly spend it on just random stuff.
Yeah, my wife would, though. I know my wife. My wife would, though.
I mean, as you can tell, my wife would, too, because she like she said, she's never had that type of money before. So she would want to buy stuff she's never had before. And that part is fine. But I would want her to be smart with the decisions because it's kind of like, yo, once in a lifetime situation we in. We can make this stretch. We can live comfortable. Let's not fuck it up with just buying a bunch of random shit and shit that we really don't need. Like I want to travel. I want to eat at nice restaurants. I want to do all those things as often as I can, possibly forever. You know what I mean? So let's figure out how that works. But that doesn't work with like, all right, you going to Paris and you're going to fuck up Chanel and then Louis Vuitton and then this and this. And I'm out of like, $250,000 for stuff for that season. And then the new season comes and you're like, damn, I like that shit too. Nah, that was a once in a lifetime shopping trip. You're done. I didn't even go do that. That's my whole because that's how I would look at it. It's like, all right, well, And that's why I said 4 million. 4 million is enough at this point in our lives to live comfortable. We technically, if we spend it right, 4 million will last us.
No,
for the rest of our lifetime.
Not lasting y'all for the rest of your life. What are you talking about?
Technically, it could if you do it right.
Yo, Miss Smith wants 50K. It's not. It's not. It's not.
I'm just saying, like off the strength, what you get 4 mil, right?
Yeah.
After we pay off that house, any other debt that we have, and we're all debt free, right? Then the rest of that, once, because now at that point we have to sell this house.
Yep.
And move to another house because that's going to be our last home. So we got to go to that. We're going to sell. We got to sell this house wherever it is, and then move to something that we can, manage. And then from there, it will be. So we won't have any car notes. It will just be maintenance on the cars, everything else. Now, could we go traveling and all these other things, and like we have no other responsibilities? No, of course not.
Why not?
Not on 4 mil.
Well, you're not making your money work for you. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean by you can't just do the shop. I can't even do that. I'm not,
Well, every idea I've given her, I was like, well, if I did win this amount of money and all this other stuff, we should rent this house out that we live in. She said, I don't want to do that. I want to sell it because I don't want to have to worry about tenants and the house staying up to par and
management company.
And I'm like, we can get a management company. Well, why would we do that? We're going to pay it. I'm like, so I look at it as instead of us making,
you can make your money back in a couple years from the house that you would have sold it for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. Well, I've done it once when I lived in Bladensburg. Blah, blah. I'm like, all right, well. So there goes that idea of making it work for us.
I mean, you can really high interest, yield, interest yield account. Like you can always do that. It might require you to sacrifice a meal to sit in the bank while y'all live off of interest, and that interest off of depending on what's what, you could probably be getting 50K from that a year, maybe 60.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's one of those things where it can definitely work. It's just y'all got to be everybody got to be on the same page. But
yeah,
that's why even with the shopping, it's just kind of depending on how much it is, it's kind of it might be beneficial to not do all that right now. Mm-hmm. Maybe the third year into the money, making some money. Now you can have your spousal money, like Mrs. Wade can have her money because this is the money that's coming off an interest account. Yep. And you know what I mean? We living off of that. You on a monthly stipend of about $10,000. Mm-hmm. Now that sounds more lucrative than can I get $50,000 every now and then? Yeah. That's why I said the protect and provide shit. Let me do what I know how to do or what I've been doing, and this is how it's gonna work. We're just gonna have to sacrifice 3 years of you not getting everything that you want. Let's set this shit up. Let it accrue some interest. Let it, compound.
Because I was like, if we get 4 million, we pay off this house, and we just go and buy another house to go live in. This house could work for us because in the area that we in, we could get $2,000 a month off of it, and all we're doing is paying the taxes on it, paying another company to manage the property for us. So they're going to take a couple $100. We would end up making per month in just profits before we got to file taxes on it. Right. About $1,500, give or take, maybe $1,200 a month. And I'm like, that is where all of our how we pay off other bills, and we don't technically have to work, and we could just run our businesses and do it and run our businesses pretty much versus having to go to work. But the way I see it ain't the way that she sees it.
And she brings up a valid point. She's we talked about it before. Women feel like once the reason why they got to work is because they don't want to be controlled by a man. It's just kind of I get that aspect, and some men do that, use money to control a woman, and that's why y'all feel like y'all got to. I would never want my woman to feel that way. Yeah. However, that doesn't mean you. If that's the case, what makes you think you can control how much I give you? That part don't even make any sense. It's different where it's just I'm kept, I'm not working, I'm this, and this. You're just I could be out there working, and it's just you pay her not to work, but you're already working.
Right.
So you can't have it all.
Yeah, I mean, I just like I said, I just I look at it from the same way of she's like, well, some guys get the money and be controlled. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
if
I'm gonna control my money. I
yeah,
got the. It's
because
not like she got it, and I'm kind of control her money through her.
right,
Through her. You know what I mean? It's not one of those situations.
right. I'm
I
not
it or I
controlling
earned
your
it.
money.
So yeah.
I'm controlling my money, the money that I had to put thought into. So, yeah, no, I get it.
I know it's I know it's a thin, not a thin line. I know it's a fine line between something like that. It's just my number one fear. Like I'm saying a bunch of stuff jokingly, but my number one fear is just like to fuck up a once in a lifetime situation like that. So I'm gonna be extra careful. I'm not even giving myself
See,
10K to go shopping with. You know what I mean?
yeah, my issue is always going to be you funding their getaway, them leaving you.
I mean, I do think about that, but it's more or less it's more or less like if that was the case, the way I look at it with my wife, if that was the case, not my wife, let's just say a wife, because I don't want to put my shit I don't want to put that out there. If you do that, I'm glad I got rid of your ass. Thank you, because you was never going to make me happy in the long run, and something worse might have happened.
Mm-hmm.
So if it costs 10K, 100K for you to be like, all right, I'm leaving you, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, it's going to cost you more because now that she knows, she's going to want her half. And that's all. And that was what I was saying was like, it's not
well,
about.
sir, you set yourself up in a way where it's going to be hard to do that. I ain't gonna say how you do it. I've already named some stuff on this podcast before.
That's my mama's name.
Well, say, hey, there's another way. Exactly. But
put that shit in my mom's bank account. Mom, don't spend this, but it's in your bank account.
It's in your name.
I ain't got no money. Here's my bank records.
They be like, ma'am, he's broke. Well, we don't see it.
All right. But she's like, well, why would you? I said, in my opinion, I've heard that same excuse from the same women who done took dudes to cleaners. Oh yeah, now he came with some money. I ain't gonna do that to him. Like I'm not that type of girl. All of a sudden now everything going wrong in a relationship, and you want your coins.
Or it's like he's just acting this type of way, like the money ain't being spent. Most of the money ain't being spent on them. I'm like, yo, money is a tool. I personally see money as like if it's managed the right way, I can buy back time. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got to do a bunch of shit. I ain't got to cut the grass. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it that way. I can try. I can do things. It's not necessarily the stuff I want to buy. So it's just kind of like.
And now that I think my wife would leave, but I've already stated that if I am not an advocate for telling my wife I got that money. And mind you, last year me and her were in a good place anyway. So if I had came into that money, it would have been like, all right, good. I can leave, give me half. And it's like, well, damn, I made all this money. Now you set for life, and I gotta probably pay you alimony.
Yeah, me and your reasons are different, but they're not wrong. I definitely see your point, and that's probably a reason why I wouldn't either. I'm basing it off of like, nah, she'll still stay because she wants to stay for the ride. You know what I mean? Like she. But I just don't trust her with
saying
that
my wife would leave me.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that is a thought of yours, and that should be a thought of mine as well. I just be looking at it like, yo, I've seen what she do to money. I've seen I'm just like, man, hell no.
Oh, yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, nah, I done seen too many dudes get burnt that way, where it's like they finally get their big paying job and they good and they done found, the wife is all happy, and now all of a sudden they're like, oh, now we got divorced. Like I got my big paying job, and then like she turned around and like started acting funny, saying I was doing this, and then she, I got
it's like stuff like that. It goes to bite them in the ass because it's kind of like, how much money you think? How long do you think you're gonna get a certain amount of money out of me? It's not forever.
Well, alimony's forever.
No, it's not.
It is.
Nah, it's for no. If you're, I believe if you're working, it's reduced, and it's only for a certain amount of years that you were married. So let's just say if it was like, yo, she was making more than me, how would she get alimony?
They would base it off your net worth.
It ain't that much because she makes more than me. That's what I'm getting at. Once everything, in some cases, alimony don't even sound right. What you want? $100?
Let's see. The length of alimony depends on the circumstance.
Also, the state.
Yeah. So if it's in Maryland, depending on circumstance, it's typically temporary, though it can be awarded indefinitely in rare cases.
Yeah.
So that means she would have to not be working.
And kids, probably.
Yeah. Well,
that's spouses. I mean, that's a child support.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
And that's temporary. That's 18 years.
Yeah.
But it will be spousal support. Like a lot of these women that divorced their superstar boyfriend, husband, whatever. I mean, husbands or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They get their alimony and they get the child support, but they don't work.
Yeah.
So
they never was working.
It becomes the indefinite award of pay alimony the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So my wife works. And even though they'd be like, okay, well, she, it would be one thing where I would have to get a good attorney. Like, yeah, I won this money. So I got to split half with her. Can we come up with an agreement?
Yeah, I ain't got no prenup. Then yeah, but y'all should be able to settle that out of court, though. My whole thing is there's no reason to even get lawyers involved. What's fair is fair. So let's just say I won it, right? Mm-hmm. And I know this is going against probably what the listeners will probably think I'm about to say. If I won it, I mean, yeah, it ain't like I earned it, have, with blood, sweat, and tears and shit. Mm-hmm. I can see her getting half. You know what I mean? Of whatever it is. Like if that's what it was going to be, because I didn't have the money yesterday. Yeah. Now, if I earned this money, I'm working, I'm stacking, I'm putting stuff to the side. You see the direct deposits coming in and you're working and you want half of the money that's in that account that I work for and you're working and I'm paying all this other shit. That's going to be a no-go. That's when I get the lawyers involved and be like, yo, it can't be. And if you wanted half, or whatever have you, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna need you to sign this post-nup because if you getting half, these are the things you can't come back at a later date and say and do or try to retrieve.
All right.
Stuff like that. It's just like you can't. It's just like, yo, you can't double dip like that. Like, you can't in 1 minute say a woman in 1 minute can't say, men like to control women with their money. But when things don't go their way, they want his money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I ain't even got a bunch of, I ain't got millions of dollars. I'm just saying in general. We ain't even got to say money. We say assets like cars and maybe the house or some shit like that. But I mean, it gets tricky. Like anybody in that situation, I just hope y'all can do the shit without the lawyers because it ain't really that deep.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just be wanting to hurt other people financially, and it's just like, that sucks. But it's just like, yo, you're supposed to be doing it to be happier with a new prospect, not like, oh, I'm gonna just clean them out and still be in the same boat emotionally. You know what I mean?
Right. I need these niggas to score some fucking touchdowns, something. Boy.
On that note. Don't transfer that car over until you get your money.
Yeah.
And if y'all break up, that's your car. That's your car.
Yeah.
So, thank everybody for listening and see you next time.